Hi everybody, this is Devin Edwards with Favorite Family Recipes. Doing a little side dish for tonight's dinner. I'm about an hour away from when my dinner's complete, so I want to go ahead and get this started. We're going to be doing our Dutch oven potatoes. This recipe can be found in my sister's cookbook, Favorite Family Recipes. You can find this at Costco, Walmart, online at Amazon, wherever cookbooks are sold. You can usually find this thing. Lots of good recipes in here. It's definitely worth the purchase. So let's go ahead and get started. This is the Dutch oven potato recipe. It's featured in this book, and I'm going to get this going for you guys today too. First thing we're going to do is get our potatoes. And I got one of these nice slicers. I keep this at the thickest setting. It's going to give me a nice, it's not too thick, but it's thick enough where it will cook, but it won't be soft and at the end of our cook. We want to kind of keep it thick enough that it doesn't overcook, and but not thin enough or thick enough that it takes forever. So I find the third setting on this is about perfect. There we go. Oh, get one more in there. All right. Now, I can see the thickness on these kind of average. All right, well out there, it's, I don't know, about a silver dollar, maybe a little thicker. Gonna put these in some warm water while I get my Dutch oven going. Some of these came out way too thin. This isn't, no sense keeping these ones. Those will just turn into mush. I'm going to go ahead and finish cutting these up, and we'll get outside and start a Dutch oven. Alright everybody, we're out in the garage, and we're about to get the Dutch oven going. I do this in the garage for the main reason, I kind of do this on a low flame. I have a Camp Chef here. And if you can come and look at this, you can see I'm just starting to get the yellow flicker of flame. That's about where we want it. We're going to cook this fairly on a low temperature. So if it's outside and the wind's blowing, this is going to blow out and you're going to ruin your cook. So do it in a place where you can have a little bit of shelter, where this flame's not going to go out. So I'm going to get my Dutch oven, put it on, I'm going to let this heat up. And we'll come back out and get the bacon on. Alright, so I got 3 strips of thick cut bacon here, just got down at the grocery store. We're going to put this bacon in the Dutch oven to create a little grease on the bottom. If you want to go healthier, you could probably use some vegetable oil or anything like that, just like what you coat your Dutch oven with. But when I think of Dutch oven, I'm not thinking about healthy, so let's get some bacon in there. And what I'll do is this cooks, so I'm going to kind of cut it so we have little strips or chunks that will cook in there with our potatoes. I have a whole package of this inside, and in our last step we'll come out and we'll add the rest of the bacon into the potatoes after we cook it inside. In the same way, we'll just cut it a little bit, cook it inside, bring it out, and that way we have some crispy bacon in there at the end of our cook. So let's get that done, go inside and finish up the potatoes. Let's go. Alright, so let's get these potatoes in our Dutch oven. Come and take a look at this. Bacon's still cooking, but it doesn't need to be all the way done. This will cook as we go. We just want to get some of that grease in the bottom, and we definitely have that. I'm just going to cut those up a little bit so when we eat it, they're a little more manageable rather than having a full strip of bacon. All right, let's go ahead and add our little mixture we just did with the garlic powder and the salt. Just get that in the bottom in there with that, all the bacon. Just a little more flavor. All right, now we're gonna just add our potatoes in. Separated, put the lid on. All right, our potatoes should be done. We should be entering the last part of this recipe. All right, come take a look. I've stirred this up a few times. You can see I'm already started, some of those smaller bits of potato have already broken up, so they're definitely done. Probably could have been pulled off probably maybe 5, maybe even 10 minutes before, but they're still gonna be all right. A little mushy. So we're gonna add a few things. We're gonna add a can of cream of chicken soup. We have cooked up the rest of our bacon. I'm gonna put that in there. Then I have roughly probably 3 cups of cheese. This is definitely not a recipe for when you're on a diet, or it's the diet buster. Let's stir a little of that cheese in so it kind of gets everywhere. Just kind of fold it. All right. Looking good. Looking good. Add the rest of this cheese on top. Okay, now I'm going to cut my heat, put the lid back on, and let that melt in. All right, these Dutch oven potatoes are done. Let's take a look at this. All right, these look perfect. Like I said, could have cooked them a little bit less. I mean, it broke up a lot of potatoes, but this is still all right. It's going to taste great. Let me get in here and try a bite, see how it is. Now, a lot of people like to use ranch, ketchup, whatever you like to top this with. Sometimes it's better just with nothing at all. Wow, that's good. Definitely worth doing. I'm ready to eat. Let's go.